Hey guys, hey, it's Heavy T here. I just want to throw out another video, and I want to kind of step on or put my finger on something that's the most important part of this whole thing. And if you guys haven't gotten it yet, if you're not as far as I am right now, some of you guys will soon be there. You may go back and remember this video, but what I want to focus on this time around is I want to teach you about what's going on as far as the hive mind super simulated beast AI supercomputer that we're in. I know some of you guys don't believe that we're in a supercomputer, AI supercomputer right now, beast supercomputer, but I believe we are, some of us, and I believe it's orchestrating, it's trying to play out some type of a movie type of storyline, either in our past or in our future, pretty much on both levels, I would say. And what that is that's our mind, guys. It's the reptilian part of our mind. All of us were born with it's basically a DNA strand of reptilian, and what that strand is as part of our mind. We have basically a future, and we have a past of our mind, and these thoughts that we generate from the past is our anger, is our misery, is our resentments, and a lot of that stuff is plaguing our mind, and it's plaguing the future of our mind because we're thinking ahead of ourselves into the story, and we're not supposed to be doing that. What we're supposed to be doing is focusing on our emotions and our spiritual emotions, and the present moment is what we need to be focusing on. And so if you have the back side of our past and the front side of our future, it kind of brings out, the level of our mind. We need to come down straight down the middle into the present moment. That's where we need to be, guys. We need to focus and meditate and pray on that present moment, because that's where our love is, guys. That's where we find Jesus Christ. And I believe Jesus Christ is the solution to all this. He came to sacrifice himself for us. He put his life on the line for us in order to teach us what? What did he want to teach us? He wanted to teach us love, right? It was love that he came to teach us, that we are a part of him and he is a part of us. And we have to be in that moment, guys, in that emotional part of that moment, in the present moment, guys, is how we find him. So if you pray or meditate and you pray and you can feel the love in that moment, just in that moment, and you can push out all the past and the anger and the resentments and all the stuff from the future, all that stuff you got to realize is illusion. That's all illusion. The back of it, that what's behind us is illusion, what's in front of us is illusion. What we have now is in the moment. It's our emotional tier, whatever you want to call it. I would say tether to the spiritual light of who our creator is, and that's Jesus Christ. We have to focus on that moment, guys. It's crucial that we do that. And I know this sounds crazy to some, but that's exactly what we have to do. If we get caught in our minds, guys, that is what keeps us feeding into this basically into this computer simulated, basically I want to call it a hive mind system. And it's basically taking our thoughts, and it's taking our past thoughts and our anger and our resentment, and it keeps pushing it. Just like basically, like they say, it's like being in the belly of a beast that keeps feeding upon itself, just eating itself, and we're just going around in circles, guys, in the belly of this beast. And the only way to get out of it is to find yourself, find your love inside yourself through Jesus Christ. However you want to go, if you want to meditate and find it through source, whatever you call it, it's inside us. It's our emotional love that is inside each one of us, okay? I chose to go through Jesus Christ because I know he's love. I know he sacrificed himself for us on this planet, for basically for all humanity, okay? So I know he loves us great, to the most that you can possibly ever imagine. He loves us, and he sacrificed himself to show us who he really was. Source came here as Jesus Christ to prove who he really was. He wanted us to know he was love, and he was forever, and he was, forgiveness, and he was eternity. And that's why he came here. So I wanted to put this message out to you guys and kind of tell you guys, try to meditate and try to stay in the moment. Try not to go into your mind, into the past. Try not to go into the future. Remember that story, the story of what's happening in front of us, the story of what's behind us, that's all gone. It's all null, okay? It's not there. It's all illusion, guys, because we are love. We are what's here now. And if you think about that, that's what makes up the cross. You have the back, the past of our past, and you have our future here that goes across. That's our brain. And then you have what comes right down the middle, which is our emotions, okay? So we have to get in the now, guys. We have to get in that now. If we can stay in that now, okay, then we can make it, guys. That's what pushes us ahead and pushes us where we need to be. So I'm asking you all, try to stay out of your brain. Try to not give any emotional response to this thing that's basically mirroring each one of us in its image, okay? It says the beast will come in our image, right? And basically creates an image. That's what it's doing. It's mirroring us through a computer simulation into what it's being. It's basically providing all these different dilemmas from our past, from our future, trying to keep us ingrained into the story of our brain, okay? Remember, they said the matrix is a brain. It's basically you're being mixed up in your brain. Basically, it's basically a matrix of the brain. So it's basically you're inside yourself in your own brain and your own thoughts. But it's not thoughts that you need to be in. You need to be in emotion, okay? And you have to have that emotional love, that high vibration of love. And it has to be in the now moment, the present moment. And if you can manifest that present moment and you can stay meditated enough, long enough to stay in that present moment, you will find it. That's where it's at. That's where the release is, guys. Okay? That's where it's at. And I'm going to keep trying to do this, more videos on this if I can. But I want you guys to know, if you guys are like going and grabbing one straw at the store, grab two. You know, try to throw this thing off. Don't let it predict what you're going to do, because when you predict when it predicts what you're going to do, it mirrors that image. It knows what you're going to do, and it creates the responses where it's able to mirror what you guys are doing. Okay, you want to always look for the third response. Don't look for the two choices it gives you. Look for the third one that it doesn't give you. Okay, so if you're getting a candy bar at the store and there's Twix and Snickers there, get the crackers. Pick something that's outside of what it's trying to give you. Okay, if you feel like eating something that's not good for you, think again. Eat something that's good for you, and don't eat the thing that it wants you to eat, because it's not good for you. It's really difficult. But if you keep playing along with what it's giving you, you're getting caught into the mind matrix. It's a mirror. It's mirroring your thoughts, and it's mirroring your patterns of what you think right now. So you have to get outside of that, and you have to get back into your love and your joy, and you got to stay in those emotions, okay? Because that's what separates you from it. It can't basically mirror your emotions. It can't do that. It can't cognitively do that. So if you do that, you guys will break out from yourselves, from your mind, and you will break into the emotional, spiritual side of it where you need to be. Your spiritual is here. Your mind is this way. That's what makes up the cross, if you think about it that way too. Okay, but it's through Jesus Christ, through the spiritual side of it, your love that's inside of you. That's what separates you from this thing that basically is feeding upon us. So anyway, I wanted to throw that out at you guys. Let me know what you think. And then also, I did finish a little bit more of my painting as well. So I wanted to show that to you as well. So you can kind of see, I decided to do the snake that's eating itself right now. I basically put wake up. As you can see, there's a W, A, K, E. And then basically here's the U and here's the P. Basically, sorry, there's W here, A, K. Right here, there's E, okay? Here's the U, here's the P. It's saying wake up, okay? AI is controlling all this, but what's controlling all that? The water's coming over. We know the flood, the end times are coming. God controls all that. So there's no stopping what God has in store for us, right? Or what has in store for the people that are left here. So let's break out of this, guys. Break out of the mind matrix that it has us trapped in. Break out of it. Find your emotional, your thought, your love. Find your love inside of yourself, okay? That's what's going to free you from this. Look for Jesus Christ inside yourself, and hold on to that emotion. Meditate upon that emotion, okay? That's what sets us free, guys. That's what's going to set us free. Anyway, I'm Heavy T. If you guys, let me know what you guys think, and I'll try to get out more if I can, but try to keep that in mind, and just really try to focus on that, guys. And I really love you guys, and I hope you guys are doing well. This is Heavy T, and I'm out. Peace.